Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm here again with another quick recipe, and today I'm just going to be making a quick banana bread recipe with the ingredients I have available. So as you can see, I'm showing you banana, coconut oil, ground nutmeg. I just showed you baking powder, and now this is condensed milk, flour. This flour may not be enough, so I'm going to be adding some cornmeal, so basically corn flour powder. And then we have coconut oil spray for the tin, my measuring cups and spoons. I have a blender there and a pinch of salt. So here are the ingredients. Again, nutmeg. I don't have vanilla, so that's why I'm using a bit of nutmeg for that extra flavor, so it doesn't taste too eggy, so to speak. So I'm using coconut oil, not butter today. So I'm just going to put in, a little bit of coconut oil, which is about maybe half a cup. And then I'm adding 1 egg to that. And then I'm going to be adding the sweet condensed milk. I'm not using sugar. The condensed milk is good enough because I don't want the banana bread to be too sugary. So it's just going to be slightly sweet. That's how I like it. And, I'm just using whatever ingredients I found in my pantry that, can whip up some banana bread this morning. So it's just a quick morning. A slice of banana bread and tea will be ideal. It is very cold, so nice cup of tea will be great. So I'm just going to add 2 overripe banana. So I'm just going to put it in, 2 bananas. And I'm tossing it. I've prepared banana bread on my channel before. But that one was rich. It had some other ingredients in it. So this time around, I'm just, showing you that you can whip up banana bread within a few minutes to put everything together and about 30 minutes to bake. Yes, the baking time, you can't really bypass that or shorten it too much. So it's the preparation time that can be controlled. So at this point, I'm just throwing everything, all the wet ingredients into the blender so it's really smooth. I want everything to be smooth. So whip up that and then pour it into our dry ingredients. So I'm giving it a blend. Okay, so now we have a bowl. I've added my flour and I can see that it's not going to be enough. So I'm going to add some cornmeal to that. Cornmeal will also come out great with the flour mixture to almost have that cornbread, a little bit of cornbread flavor to it, but it's going to work. So I'm just showing you here that I have about 2 half cups, so 1 full cup of flour, and we're going to add about a half cup of cornmeal. So altogether I have about 1.5 cups of flour and cornmeal combined. So we're going to give that a good stir, add our baking powder. And for baking powder, I added about 2 half teaspoons, about 1 teaspoon. Actually, yes, about 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, if not more. So that works. And then I'm going to add my pinch of salt. If you notice, I did not add baking soda. I didn't have any handy, and the bread still came out great. So let's take a look, shall we? As you can see, I'm adding our banana mixture gradually, a little bit at a time, so I can control the consistency of our bread mixture. So, and at the end of the day, the full amount of the wet ingredients was enough for the dry ingredients. So I'm going to pour everything in there, mix it thoroughly, and I love the smooth texture or consistency. Now we have our baking tin ready. I'm spraying coconut oil spray on it so that the bread doesn't stick to the pan. And now we're just pouring this creamy, the camera doesn't do justice, it's actually yellow. It looks really yellow. So just going to pour out everything into the pan. Preheat our oven to 375. Let's do 375, shall we? And it's going to bake for about 30 minutes, but I'll keep an eye on it. And the bread is going in. You can see right now the mixture is half, even a bit less than half that pan. So we're going to see how much it has risen. See, it has risen and it looks golden brown, toasty brown, and it smells really good. It smells really good. Now let's see, it's still hot, so I'm going to put the hot pan tray, or it's like a metal stand, so it doesn't affect my table. It smells good. And it looks good too. Now when I cut through it, I hope it's going to be, crumbly. You don't want a thick pancake sort of texture. No, I'm looking for more of a cornbread texture. So we're going to check and see. And voila, it's actually perfect, I think, for at least the ingredients that I used. And combining the cornmeal, ooh, I get that smell, hint of cornbread smell, and it's crumbly. It's not, doughy. The texture is really nice. So all the baking powder, the proportion of everything worked fine. Even though I tossed everything into a blender, everything worked fine. And look at the texture, just like cornbread. And it smells really good. So I think this is the season to be making cornbread, pumpkin bread, fruit cake. So you're going to be seeing a couple of those on my channel this season. So get ready. I may probably make pumpkin bread or fruit cake in my next upcoming videos. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell notification so you know when I post the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye everyone.